city, and because they've just got so much that's going on with the new water taxi plans.
Right. That's very exciting.
It is. It absolutely is. So we go, if you want to know more about it, all you got to do is go to www.grotonbiz, and the schedule is always on there. There is no membership needed to come. There's no fee to come. We want people just to come and know more about other people in business and what they're doing. And if there's a problem, that's the place to come and tell us about it. We'll try to do something to help.
Okay, and if there's good news, you can share the good news at those meetings. And so the Fall Festival starts at 10 o'clock next Saturday, October 11th.
That's
Leanne, thank you so much for calling in.
Appreciate it, Leanne. And don't forget, there's no tax on booze in New Hampshire.
I've been buying like crazy.
Thank you very much for checking in. Good luck. And Alexis, you know what? There's a lot more to come. You know what? I'm going to open up the telephone lines. 860-464-9490. If you've got something for Alexis and or myself, give us a call. Don't move. Okay, folks, I'm back. It's JB with Alexis Sam. Before we get back to the resident, I want to remind you about WITS, Workplace Investigations, Training, and Strategies. You know, folks, we all hope for the best, but we should be prepared for the worst. WITS will create a safer home or workplace through expert analysis, on-site inspections, sound recommendations, and, most importantly, a safety plan. WeAreWits.com or 860-288-8635. WITS Consultants include federal, state, and local law enforcement professionals. That includes me, by the way, as well as military veterans. You know, our goal is to make you safer. WeAreWits.com or call 860-288-8635. Now, we're back to the resident, Alexis, and I got to tell you.
Yes.
The piece that you did, the photo on the front with Eileen and Kathleen and Julia Kelly, Johnny's daughters.
Oh,
three
yes,
daughters.
right.
And then the piece in the middle.
Crisanino did that. He did a nice job on that.
And the photo on page 9 with Amby Burfoot, who was one of Johnny's students way back. And then Marie, a lot of people hear Marie Gravel's name. She's a New London resident. She was social services in New London until they decided to eliminate her job. She knew every single family in New London. She was the go-to person. She's tremendous with organization of road races, a wonderful person, and she is seen standing with Amby Burfoot.
She's the editor of Runner's World.
Yeah, she's just absolutely a tremendous person. Really awesome.
That was a nice event. I didn't attend, but Chris was there on behalf of the resident, and he said it was a wonderful event. There were lots of people. And
then, of course, on page 10.
Oh, the star dog.
Lower left-hand corner. Absolutely. No, you said it right, the star dog. The bulldog.
Oh, that's right. And then what about over Sterling? How about Sterling? We have representation of Sterling. They had a big family day there. And Karen Butera from The Resident was there to cover that. It was fun. It was lots of things for the kids to do. And there's a photograph here of a balloon artist, Christy Polpizzelli. So, folks, pick up a copy of The Resident. It's everywhere.
30,000?
30,000 copies, and it's everywhere. And also, if you can't get out, you can see it online starting tomorrow. This issue is starting tomorrow, theresident.com. And then friend us or fan us on Facebook, theresidentgoodnews.com.
Twitter.
Yes, Twitter, too. Whatever the Twitter is, it's on the front page of The Resident. Anyway, underscore and all that. Let's talk about the fishing. What's going on with fishing?
Well,
you do a little fishing, right?
Yeah, I'm always fishing for something. I can see here, fish on the move. Tom Mead.
Yes,
Is he quite a fisherman himself?
Yes, and he's written a book on fishing, and I had him on when you were taking a little hiatus, a little vacation, and so he did a call in and talked about it. He's got a book. He's the author of Essential Fly Fishing, and he's a fishing expert. And he calls around, though, to, he's not out there all the time. He calls around to the various bait and tackle stores and finds out what's going on.
Well, I know this is a good season.
What everybody's catching.
Well, stripers, I know, is still around, especially the shoreline now. And you've got a picture here of a guy that...
Jim Millardo. Look at that. Look at that striper. 15 pounds, 12 ounces. Now, that is something. Caught it off a Napatree Point.
I've caught fish that gave birth to fish bigger than that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, like you wanted a fish
one that
story.
got away?
Exactly. Hey, what the hell?
All right, so we have to go to Star.
Star?
Yes, Star is the dog, the giveaway dog, or the dog that we want.
Adopt a pet. Star is a black lab mix, and it's Friday's Rescue Foundation, 270 Rogers Road in Groton. And the telephone number, it's on page 14, folks. Again, Alexis Ann is in Rhode Island with the resident, goes all the way down the coastline, I think, past Guilford, Madison and Guilford area.
Madison and Guilford.
In the Mohegan Sun.
Yes.
All over the place.
And Colchester and Salem, and up to Griswold and Plainfield, and back into South County, Rhode Island.
Unbelievable.
So it is out there. The SWAT team is out there delivering. They finished last night with this issue. And we have a new addition. Chris did a resident on the street, and I'm going to ask you what you would say to that. The question was, what was your best experience on public transportation? I
am going to refrain from answering that question now. I incriminate myself.
Did you do the mile up?
No, I didn't go up that far on public transportation.
Oh, okay.
But there was a limousine involved. It was a long time ago.
Okay, so we won't even go there. So, and there's a contest where you can win free tickets to Frankie Valli at the Mohegan Sun on November 2nd.
Now, is this a new edition?
By being the first
to do the
crossword puzzle.
Now, is this a first? Is this a new thing?
No, this has been going on, but we just haven't talked about it. We need to talk about it more.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to go see Frankie Valli because I would imagine that, wasn't he a warm-up act for Joan Rivers? He's
Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. He was back, 50s and 60s. He was hot.
I wasn't around in the 50s and 60s. Why are you asking me?
I can't remember either.
Well, it's another fantastic edition. We're getting close to the top, so as usual, what's in the hopper for the next edition? You got to be working on something hot. Well, I know there's something hot.
Yes, I am working on something hot. Yes,
I know there's going to be some photographs in the next edition.
Oh, yes. And, first of all, Josie was over at the 60th anniversary of the Nautilus. And
I thought of our mutual friend Henry Nardone yesterday when I saw that.
Exactly. And so she was there. So we have photographs from that. And I heard that she said that Maynard, Representative Maynard, was there.
Senator Maynard?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she sure about that?
She thought so in a wheelchair, but it was kind of low key, and she didn't want to go up and take his photograph.
That's very respectful.
Anyway, so that's happening. But this morning, 9 o'clock, I was over polishing off the draft, which will be running in the upcoming issue.
Is this draft beer?
No, not draft beer. It was a draft of a story, and it's on Mr. Bob Valenti. Who will be 82 in November.
Get out.
And looks spry, plays golf.
Every day.
And so he met me. I was running a few minutes late, right? Five minutes or he was just checking. It was about 5 minutes of whatever on my clock in the car. And I get the phone call and he says, Alexis, we have a meeting, right? And I said, yeah, I got 5 minutes. I'm on the road. I'll be there. And he giggled. But anyway, so we went through the draft and of the next article, and it's excellent. It's going to be a nice feature. And it was great listening to his story because his father sold or had a car dealership for Nash's. Now, I know you don't remember Nash's. You're just,
Nash Ramblers?
Yeah, well, yeah, so that's
awesome.
in the 30s.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in.
It was
and
fun.
as always, it's always a lot of fun, and I appreciate you coming by, folks. It's Alexa Sand. She's the Grand Dame from The Resident. It's good news that rocks. It's always good news, and as soon as she leaves, we're going to get to reality. So, look, don't move. Al Cannon is coming up with the local news, the best news guy in the business, national from CBS, and then your calls.